Today, we're going to Ibanez 2025's... Today, we're going to Ibanez's 2025's lunch party. So today, we're going to Ibanez's 2025's lunch event in Melbourne, Australia. The event will be held at Manny's music store in the suburb of Windsor, and there's so much to look forward to.
Thank God I finally got the introduction out of the way. As you can see, it was raining cats and dogs, but nothing can stop an electric guitar lover from attending the Ibanez 2025 event. So we packed our cameras, and not long after, here we are. We're all getting ready, we're all set up. We just had a chat with Brian, the manager of customer service, who flew all the way from Perth. The man could not have been any nicer in making us feel comfortable and help us setting up. If you have a look there, they're now setting this stuff up. Those two guys will be presenting today. And the wall back there is all the new Ibanez stuff that is going to be out there. These guys got a really amazing team and amazing store. They've been in business for over 20 years now. And man, those guitars on the wall look amazing. This is like a guitar heaven. Boy, was I excited to be there. And clearly, Ibanez got some blacked out acoustics for metal players. People are gathering around. 5 more minutes, and then we'll get to start.
Thank you all, especially for braving the rain and everything like that and coming down to join us. So today we've got a couple of presenters. I'll start off by introducing Andy McGarvey. So over to Andy.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. It's really nice to be part of this launch of 2025 editions of a bunch of these guitars. Ibanez is not just a pointy guitar shred kind of brand, and is actually definitely able to do some non-shred music as well, which is my bag. So I'm going to start off with demonstrating one that's jumped out to all of us here, which is this brand new AZ model here that is a slightly more entry-level version of the AZ series. So this has all of the same switching as the full AZ series, the 2204, except with a Jatoba rather than a rosewood fingerboard. It's still got a roasted maple neck, and it has got the Ibanez classic custom pickups in it rather than the Seymour Duncans. But we plug this in, and this is an incredible sounding and incredible feeling guitar. And one of the things that you may notice about this that is most awesome about it is that it comes in at under $1,000. So in terms of the versatility of this guitar, in terms of the quality, it's a really awesome piece. I might just give you a quick demonstration. Does many people know who's played the AZ series before? A couple of people. So the most awesome thing that I think about the AZ series is the versatility in the switching. So this has this dyno switch in it here, which basically allows you to get standard humbucker, Strat style, as well as Telecaster style, and you can put these two pickups together in series to get kind of a neck humbucker, a neck humbucker in this sound as well, all from one guitar. So if you're going out and doing a gig, like a covers gig for example, and you need a lot of different tones, this is an awesome guitar. Now if you're doing a covers gig and you don't have $4,000 to spend on a AZ Series 2204 like over here, or one of these ones here, this is an awesome piece here. So let me just give you a quick demonstration of some of the sounds in this one. And then the neck single coil. But you've also then got single coil here, so splittable humbucker. So please have a listen to this. Sorry, you've got that kind of Telecaster there, single coil and neck here. So you can hear that range of the tones that are in there. So that's just the single coil as opposed to now a 200 humbuckers together. So you got this and them wired together. So you got almost Les Paul, if you like, 335 maybe. The amazing thing about this, as I said, is not only the way that it feels, but the price point of this, which is truly awesome. And so that straight away to us has jumped out as something that's an incredible part of the 2025 range of the Ibanez series.
Hello. So I am here to do the tasteless shred stuff that Andy's too polite and cultured to attempt.
Cultured.
How many of us are huge nerds for 80s and 90s Ibanez's? You are? Yeah. So this is an RG 460. It's back. It's in a slightly different form. But all the key stuff's there. We've got bridge humbucker, 2 single coils. Very fast neck on this thing. Very of course, what's great? It's super fast. So when you guys get a chance to play it, like, don't be shy. Like, get as ridiculous as you want to. It could definitely take it. So that's the RG 460DS.
This is a new colour of this triple single coil, and they released the 3 single coils last year. And one of the awesome things about this is that it's got the sort of Strat look in terms of tone, but this tone here is actually another pickup selector in a way. So what we get is from a 3 single coil guitar, but we've also got the ability to wind in on the bridge and the neck pickup. I can wind this in, which basically turns on middle. So I can get this telly thing that a Strat can't do, and I can get all 3 pickups together, which is a cool, really cool addition to a guitar like this, because that extra versatility in the guitar. Yeah,
How's the stability on the actual tremolo on those things?
Oh, it's really good. So, and then let's just check.
This is a very interesting guitar. It's RG 720 black flat. We've got ourselves a Wizard 2 3-piece maple neck, ebony fretboard, jumbo frets. The idea was to kind of make a pickup that sounded a bit like E&Gs, but passive. But they kind of have their own quality, and that's why a lot of players like, let's see, Dave Davidson liked to use those until he got his own model. And there's a few players that really dig these, and it's a really compressed kind of sound. which is good for some things. Some things you might want like a fixed bridge for like really gutsy attack. But what's nice about this is the way it kind of evens your playing out.
This is a AS series, so the Artcore series, and this is again an extremely reasonably priced $1,600 for this guitar, which has a beautiful quilted maple top and quilted maple back and sides. It has an ebony fretboard with a beautiful Vi, almost like floral inlay along the neck, and it has these Super 80 humbuckers, which have the Ibanez Flying Finger logo engraved into it. And it also has this Gibraltar Easy Tune, is that what it's called? Gibraltar Performer Bridge and the Quick Change Classic tailpiece. Now, if anyone has ever used a Gretsch or anything with a tailpiece, anything with a Floyd Rose, you break a string on the gig, you may as well go home. What we love on practical working guitars is the ability to quickly change a string, and so that is actually a really welcome addition on something like this. But these are, again, like obviously square in the kind of, other famous Ibanez players include someone like John Scofield or Pat Metheny, who are unbelievable, George Benson, of course, unbelievable jazz players. And have chosen these guitars because of the way that they play, but also the way that they sound, And this has, for me, this has an unusually thick neck for an Ibanez, which, as someone who likes thick necks, that's a really welcome thing. But it's also got a really strong amount of, I don't know if it's got treble bleeds in the volume knobs, but really usable the whole way down, which is really something that I like a lot because I spend a lot of time writing the volume. Solid center block hollow side guitar in the style of the 335 does really well as the bright kind of rock thing. This is no exception. So you get really kind of like brittle in not a bad way, in kind of a way that will really cut in sometimes that you need it to. But again, like I say, roll that right back, and these are usable all the way down, I think, close to 0. So that's tone at, say, 1, volume at 1. That's not a tone that gets lost, you know what I mean? That's a tone that still sounds... So this is another one, and again, like that just looks pretty cool. You can't deny that. So these guys over here, that cools the top, looks pretty awesome.
That'd look great for like your Steely Dan cover band or something.
Totally. Or the Steely Dan style band of original music that you start and go out and change the world with. That's the
I'll talk about this baby. I love this thing. This is the RG RGD61. Now, previously there's been models similar to this in like there's multi-scale, there's 7-string, 8-string. We've got ourselves a cool 6-string here. Fisherman fluence, ceramic pickups, Fisherman modern. We've got 2 modes here.
Just because it's unusual, and that is a 7-string steel string acoustic. So if you are a Brazilian guitar player, you are not unfamiliar with 7-string acoustic guitars, but usually they are nylon. But this one is steel, and this is again this is something that maybe you would want to get into in terms of I'd love to play 7-string, but I don't want to outlay, for example, $5,500 for a custom-built nylon string 7-string guitar to see if I like it. This is $719, and that is an incredible way to get into, do I like 7-string? Can I maybe try my hand at being a choro player? Where's Felipe? Yeah. No, but this is one that they sent us, which we don't, off the top of our heads, have the specs for. But it is a part of this blacked out range. So you can see there's a few of these blacked out acoustics here, including that tone there. But the 7-string part of this is really cool. And so, just like that depth on an acoustic. Now, for me, of course, I can go and do my dream tribute show, which is Korn acoustic. But I could also, what a lot of my gigs are, in fact, as an accompanist. And I use, an acoustic with an octave pedal to get that low kind of fatness to the duo sort of setting. But this, I think, would be really cool. I would probably tune that F sharp down to E. And then just basically use it almost as a bass on the guitar. So I think that's something that obviously you can straight away look at it and go, I can play metal on that, but I think that you can play a lot more. Basically sort of play bass lines. I don't know if anyone's played a 7-string who doesn't usually play 7 strings, and your brain just gives out, and that's what's happening to my brain now. So put it as an extra string. But it is cool, and I definitely recommend any of you pick that one up today and have a quick play that, and it's good fun. Yeah, that.
Got their hands on this stuff.
Yeah. Now inside the NAMM.
Yeah, that sounds like NAMM. Yeah, well, the NAMM is like in 2 weeks. Like the 21st, they're running it. It's exactly Anaheim. I'm surprised. Well, but they're still running it despite the fires.
I know. I saw something about that they were assessing whether or not it was appropriate to do that. So I'd be concerned if I was a small builder going to NAMM for the first time if they're going to call it. but I don't think they will.
It's only 50 miles away. Anaheim is literally 50 miles south, but who's going over straight? No new Tim Henson signature.
He did. He had the nylon string that came out halfway through last year, I believe. But no new one for that. In fact, no new signature models in this one at all. I don't think they'll all just see standard production models, which is kind of cool in itself, I suppose. That they leave some of those signature things to their own release. You know, as in that leaves its whole on its show of Ibanez.
Yeah. The hollow body that you played.
Yes.
I saw a purple one. Steve Vai played with.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, he's someone who would be an incredible exponent of that guitar. But again, as I talked about this, you know, there's so much range in that guitar in terms of its access to tone on the whole way through the volume. And that's probably something that Steve Vai does a lot. And he's probably a perfect person to be able to demonstrate that range of tones in that guitar. You know,
You know, they killed it with the acoustics this year. Like 7-string, and then that they really brought something new out, which is nice to see, because there was a point maybe 2023, somewhere around then, and I'm like, not many new stuff is coming out. I mean, it's always nice to play 60s Gibson or rinse or repeat stuff. Would you agree? Like,
no, I 100% agree. And in fact, you're exactly right. There's been this kind of the guitar. I mean, the audio industry in general, whether it's plugins that make it sound vintage, or whether it's guitars that are made now to the specs of the 1850s Martins. You know what I mean? We're very like steeped in tradition, and we're very like hung up on things being better in the good old days. But in fact, things like, for me, the AZ series, like the switching on that is so versatile and so amazing, and is all about modern technology, you know. So you couldn't have done that on a vintage Strat, and that's fine. But we have access to things like that. Let's make use of it. You know, we have access to Plek machines and to, you know, AI that's being able to like perfectly model the intonation of a guitar. Why not use it if we've got access to it? It may or may not sound better, but maybe that tiny little bit better is all you need to play better. And if it makes you play better, then so be it, you know. But yeah, I think you're right. And there's this cool thing that they've done. They've balanced the old, you know, sounds with the new technology, new production, new technology in the pickups, in the switching, all of that sort of stuff. They do it really well, and they always have.
It's so playable. Like, it has this sort of nice fast neck to play around. It's fantastic. It feels great. I don't feel like I'm struggling to, you know, play or reach anywhere. It really does melt in your body.
man, we just came out. And can I say something? Would you agree they really spoiled us? Well, they gave us the Ibanez t-shirts. And but other than the t-shirts, like, you know, jokes aside, talking seriously, and I told Brian, the customer service manager as well, who's, by the way, been there for 20 years. You know, when there's a business that they've got staff that have been there since 20 years ago, still working there, that's always a good sign. But anyways, the thing that I told Brian as well today is that, just given my experience with them, with the other stores that they have in Melbourne, it's just their customer service is down to like so well, they're fine-tuned it so well, that, you know, as a creator like myself, we feel like they're approachable. You know, I can send them an email and know that they're gonna come back to me. We reached out to, you know, Manny's Music before we joined this event to say, hey, you know, is it okay if we come in and record some videos there and talk to some people there? And Brian got back to us in no time, really, and just was like, really spoiled us today. So yeah. But yeah, man, that's some exciting stuff. And by the way, one thing that we were told is that all the guitars that are there that we could play with right now, they're all on pre-order, but the actual purchasable guitars will be in Manny's store in 2 weeks. And that's a really good turnaround because Ibanez just announced the new models on January 10th. Evolution series came out on January 10th. Within 2 weeks, they're ready to purchase at Manny's, and how good is that? Is it okay if I buy a new Ibanez, honey? Is that alright? Yeah, she's supportive. All right, so where do we go next? Shall we go on a date? Yeah. What do you want to eat?
Japanese.
Japanese? Okay. Where do you want to eat? Does it matter if it's here or if it's in the city? Okay, how about we go to Salmonado? The Kiwi building? Oh, there we go. She likes it. All right. Well, how about we get an Uber and go there? And we'll go there and have some good food. You like the salmon? I like the ramen. This is how that salmon rolls look like. And this is how she looks like when they arrive. So happy. That's what I'm talking about. My goodness. So here's my final thoughts. I think Ibanez did a good job with their 2025 catalog. There were some new stuff happening there, for example, with the blackout acoustics, the 7-string. That was a really fun surprise. Also, I really dig the RDG 61 model. I mean, I play metal mostly and I like Fishman pickups, but that thing really throws it down. I really like that one. And I think we're the luckiest people in Australia because Manny's Music at Windsor was the only store that had these guitars available this early. Like, Ibanez announced the new catalog details on January 10th. This event was held on January 12th, literally 2 days later. And for those who don't know, Australia is like this island that is far away from everything else, and there's like logistics issues and everything else going on. So things come actually here a lot later sometimes. But that's about it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.